welcome to the show. I'm just going to jump right into it and get started. Moonfruit is on her journey, so she's ready to go. She's on the grind. So we're starting off here in Gadget Zan today. And we're going to be heading to the Shimmering Flats. I don't know about you guys and where you're at with your Christmas shopping, but I just got back from town. I went out this morning and got a few gifts, mostly gift cards, and for my sister and her kids. And I've got 3 more gifts to get, and I'll be done. I'll probably do that this weekend. At least one of them's going to come. Maybe 2 of them are going to. I'm just going to grab them off Amazon. But how are you guys doing with your Christmas shopping? You can let me know in the comments. And as always, if you don't mind, if you like the show, if you like my content, you do me a huge favor if you could like, subscribe, and if you have any comments you want to share, I'd love to hear it. All right, gonna head over here and grab Goblin sponsorship. Gonna grab parts for Cravel. Gotta wait on him to do his little role play. I just picked a random person that was the same level as me, and I said I'm gonna race them to 60. And yeah, Tickleberry is putting the pace on me. Wow, I'm gonna have to really put some hours in to catch up with them. I just hadn't had time to play that much. I've been learning a good deal about video editing.
Honored, I'm sure.
I still got to learn how to make thumbnails and
Very good.
all that stuff. Got to figure out why my videos won't upload to DaVinci, and so I can get them cut. So I'm having to cut the video I made last night in YouTube Studio. So that's going to be a whole nother thing to learn. I spent the better part of a day, like 10 hours, learning how to edit in DaVinci Resolve, and now for some reason I couldn't cut last night's video in it, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna have to figure it out, but it's always something. It's okay. I don't mind learning. Pretty good learner. Yeah, just gonna head back to Tenaris here. Might have to craft some potions. I definitely plan on playing more than an hour today, so at some point definitely going to have to do that and then just cut the video. I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments. I don't know if you guys want to see that kind of stuff. Actually crafting potions, doing, bank alt routines and stuff. You can let me know in the comments. But if I don't hear anything, then we're just going to cut that out of the video. Alright, gonna head to Theramore now.
Safe travels.
Anyway, but if we'd have flew directly from here to here, it would have been just as scenic, right? If you're saying that this is scenic, it's like you're placing a value judgment on the stuff that's in between here and here, so it's just kind of a dumb argument, right? It looks to me like they just wanted to make it take as much time as possible. It's like, if that was your goal, just say it, because the flight path being scenic is unfortunately that's a really poor argument, and it just falls short. So the art department would be like, oh hey, what do you mean? It's like, which art are you picking? You're saying that this art isn't as nice looking as this art? It's like that flight path was nothing but empty sea, right? So the art people are like, hey, the people that design the seascape are like, yeah, awesome. They think our seascape looks good, right? But the people that design the landscape between there and Theramore, it's like, what does that say about that art? Those art people, like, come on.
What can I do for you? See you
You know,
around.
somebody's always insulted.
Well met. For the Alliance.
All right, James Heil done. The missing diplomat.
Can I help you? Have a good one.
But you know, personally, being a no changer myself, I was in that camp. I'm still in that camp, and I'm now in the "we told you so" camp, because all of the quote unquote improvements that have been made to the game, I can't see where they actually improve anything. And a lot of what's happened is, you know, the current ranking system, 40% quest experience. They have this breakneck content pace that they're pushing now with the World Dragons coming out, and all I see that's happened is really obnoxious, really bad, really toxic player patterns, behavior patterns. You know, these are really bad play patterns where
Hello.
everyone is just PvPing
See you later.
to get what is it, rank 10 blue gear. They're releasing content. We're like barely a little over 3 weeks in, and here's the problem. Here's the problem. Like between 10 and 20% of people are level 60. Who is this content for? You know, they really didn't do much design work on this. The only thing to me that is an improvement. Let me just see what I'm doing here real quick. Nigel's point. The only thing that's an improvement in my eyes is the fact that you added this and you sort of give people something to work toward. But there was no need for this. Okay, there was no need for this. And if you talk to the people that design guides, right? If you talk to like Jonah or Joanna, I mean, who is famous for his leveling guides, he says that, you know, what this 40% quest experience equates to is about 10 to 15% overall increase in leveling speed for most people. This flight path is really, so I'm heading north. I wish I'd have had this open the whole time. So we're just trying to fly from Theramore, right? And so, but we're going now. I see that we're going kind of north. So it really should have just been this. But I think it's like this, right? Isn't it like this because Feralus is attached here to Desolus? So it's an L. Yeah. Scenic. It's like, I like the scenery that you see in a straight line from one place to another. But it's okay because, like I said, before I went on this rant, the whole thing was I was trying to say that I'm a no changer, and I'm an I told you soer now because we let some little changes in, and they just couldn't be trusted to stay with that, and so they went hog wild, and this is what you get. And a lot of this stuff doesn't even look like it was beta tested.
How are you?
You know, it was just minimum viable product. I know, guys. I hate to complain so much, but I really don't. I think a lot of players are understandably frustrated. Okay. And then Valerial search.
Hello.
That almost sounds like venereal, right? I mean, it's not far off. Valerial. Valerial, venereal. All right, just going to take a second to buff up. Right, here we go. And you don't ever have to worry about congestion in Desolus because players hate coming here. But we're at that level, 38 to 42, where quests that are near that level are kind of sparse. So a lot of, this little adventure awaits buff helps a little bit with that, but not that much. So it definitely cuts out some grinding, but a lot of players around this level just kind of grind a bit instead of running all around. But I like running all around because it sort of breaks up the monotony. Also don't mind grinding a bit, but I am not the kind of person that likes to just sit down and grind, 10, 20 bars, not going to grind like 80% of a level. I don't mind grinding, a couple bars. But, if this wasn't hardcore, I would do dungeons. But I just don't trust my fellow players quite enough to take that risk. Bless their hearts. Yeah, just as a druid, especially being out here in the world, in the open world, not in a cave, not in a tower, not in a dungeon. We have such high mobility and utility that it's relatively easy to escape out in the open, but put us in a dungeon, deep in a dungeon, and if things go bad, well, they just go bad. I just stealthed. Oh, I still got the opener, but I had poison on me. I thought I wasn't going to get it. These are so low level that honestly, it's not even worth doing stealth kills on them. You really don't even. So I'm definitely going to just play this more like a combat rogue. A combat druid, if you will. Surely you will. And I am going to open stealth on these. I'm just going to make sure there's not a third that wants to pick up on these. Doesn't look like it. I'm going to kill the lowest one first because he'll die the fastest. Oh, didn't get the pounce. I was kind of counting on the pounce. But if I have to run, we'll run back this way. He's dead. We get below half or around half, we'll heal up. Gonna bite. Hope. The next one misses, we'll. Okay. I was gonna say if the next one misses, we'll just heal up anyway. Why risk it? You know, with this Iron Soul, you know, where I start to get nervous is around 50% health. Even though I'm not particularly worried about these guys because they are significantly lower than me. I mean, 5 levels in most cases or more. It's not likely that they're gonna get a big string of crits on me, but it can happen. You know, RNG is RNG, as they say. And there's just no reason to take the risk. Guys are really good for grinding at my level, and they die in like 10 seconds, and look at that. I mean, they have good drops. They're well spaced out, and they I don't know if they drop cloth or not. They should, because, well, they are demons, so I don't know. They probably don't. I don't even know if I've ever paid attention to that. I know, you know, humanoids drop cloth. But, you know, if these guys were dropping it, it'd have to be like pocket lint, even though they don't have pockets. They seem to be basically naked. Some fur. They do drop it, so get a look at this guy. He's wearing some kind of belt. That's it, though. I mean, he's wearing a belt. So maybe it's just a little tiny scrap of his belt, or maybe he had some, you know, piece of lint in his ear. It's a wool lint. I don't know. I don't know. Quick tip for you druids. Hearer. Right? If you go by all the meta guides, right? Meta leveling guides, they're going to tell you, usually, to go Führer first, or really quick, and put 5 points in it. Now, while I do agree that Führer is highly valuable, and you should go into it at some point, whenever you do decide to invest in it, you don't have to invest all 5 points consecutively. You can do 1 point. and then do something else, and then do another point, and then do, you know, a couple more things, then do, and really 5 points is not necessary. You can do 3 points. You can do as little points as you want. And it's still going to increase your time to kill, decrease your time to kills overall, on average, right? I like 4 points, but I didn't put them all in there at once. You know, I got some of this, which is really great, and a couple survival talents, utility talents. Then this, obviously, I, I always get this as fast as I can. I'm going to get this, feline swiftness, 30% movement, before I even consider Fuhrer. Now, some people say Fuhrer is so valuable that get it right away. It's like, well, you don't even have cat form right away. So if you're getting it before level 20, that's a big mistake. Um, so at least level 20, and ideally not until you have 2 out of 2 feline swiftness. And then you don't have to just start putting all the points in it consecutively. You don't have to do 4 levels of Fuhrer, right? You can do 1. There's no minimum level for benefit here. Okay. First level's 20%. 20% is better than 0%. So that's just a little tip, guys. You don't have to. Definitely don't do it right away because you don't even have cat form yet. It can benefit bear form, but you know, certainly I wouldn't bother with it until I had cat form. That's just me. That's just my opinion. But where, to me, where it really starts to shine is when you have cat form and you're using energy, then that becomes very valuable because for bear form, you get enrage and you get this pretty early. I forget the level for it, but it might be 10. You'd have to check, but you definitely get this before. And if you're concerned with rage generation, that's going to help. And I would not consider Fuhrer for, you know, early game rage generation, right? I mean, you kind of need it when you're max level. You need it for PvP because of the synergy with barrel charge. So as soon as you go bear, you can charge in and immobilize and interrupt spell casting. Great for PvP. Great for max level. But if your consideration is leveling in PvE, you know, I would say leveling or PvE, then, you know, hold off until you have cat form, and also hold off until you have this, because this is super helpful. I'm going to go over here and grab Scepter of the Light. It's way over to the east. Or is it the west? It's the west. It feels like east because I'm turning right. You know, Moonfruit is no cartographer. Okay, you got to cut her some slack. She's not a geographer. So I'm supposed to be looking for scorpids. So let me just check before I go too far. Make sure I didn't miss any. See, this right here will kill you. I mean, that pack has killed me at least a couple times in all my years playing this game. All right. Yeah, so we're just going to kind of run this line, and you know, if we see a hyena or a scorpion, kill it. Surely will. Have no doubt. Moonfruit will take care of it. Okay. She'll handle it. She's got no love for the scorpion. Okay. She's allergic to the venom.
What can I do for you? Be careful.
Right, we got our set request. I don't think I can drop down this way. I think the fall height would kill me. Let's check. Yep. I might could do it if I had, you know, reduced fall damage that you get for cat form at level 40, but even if I had it, I wouldn't take that risk. I'd just come down and run around. And there's no sense taking an unnecessary risk. I mean, there's enough challenge at every level through Classic that you might just die of your own, you know, um, you might just die from whatever, you know. So you don't want to take any unnecessary risk because this world is out to get you. You know, it's not a Murloc, it's a Naga, you know. Of course, we got to get the fishing pole out, get some Firefin Snapper. Kind of pull this guy back in a way because when he goes to evade, when he goes to retreat, he's going to be really fast and he's going to go back toward them and try to pull them. And I don't want to be shifting and all that to try to keep up with him because that burns a lot of mana. So this guy doesn't really need to be pulled back too far. Closest guy is way over there. He says that and then he dies. Famous last words. Big rake. Boom. Dead. Look at that. But running out of air, but I'm not going to shift. That would be 2 shifts. Shift to sea line, then shift back to cat. Come up here. Get some air. Cleanse the poison. Go to cat. Pull this guy. Bleed him up. Bleed him up and bleed him out. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do it. Don't you run from me. The fastest creature on, well, I would say land, sea, and air, but it's not Burning Crusade, but land and sea, I gotcha. I can do it. Just no point in running from a druid. Only delay the inevitable. Throw a heal and then go into cheetah and drop our quest off. Or no, we gotta go get the scepter. I need to repair. Let's see what the boots are at and the belt. Yeah. So it'll probably be, hopefully they don't go red in the fortress. Fortress is one of those areas kind of dangerous. Even though part of it's outside, part of it's inside. What you see is it's enclosed. So you have to make sure that you are clearing the escape route, keeping that clear while you're working within the fence. See, it's got this fence around it. And then, of course, as always, you have to be careful anytime you're indoors. Like I was saying, you just, as a druid, you lose a ton of your utility. So you're kind of vulnerable. And so because of that, you have to be extra careful. Very important. Come on, Tickleberry, you gotta slow down. You gotta let me catch up with you. You don't even know I'm racing you, but you know, hey, I gotta have somebody to race. Yeah, you know, I'm just kind of kidding around, but I really don't want to get into that I gotta go really fast mindset because I'll start making a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna clear this before we even go in here because if I need to run, it's probably gonna be running out here, so make sure this is clear. Alright, so we're back at the end. Kind of realized that I needed to craft some potions and stuff. And I don't really want to do that on film because I believe it's kind of boring. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And I just want to say thank you for watching. If you like the content, excuse me, please go ahead and give a like. You know, if you have any feedback for me, please leave a comment down below. And if you don't mind, please subscribe. That would help me out greatly. Thank you so much.